What if Goku was able to achieve a mystic form in Dragon Ball Super? As you can see by the title of this video and the thumbnail, we're going to talk about a hypothetical mystical form, not like Gohan's mystic form that is really just a fan-made name and his actual form is called Ultimate, but mystic, meaning it encompasses every technique and transformation that Goku has essentially achieved throughout his martial arts fighting career. Now, of course, that's a lot, hence why this will be mystic, hence also why maybe this will be the last transformation. Granted, is it the one I would necessarily want to see as his last transformation? Not so much, but for the sake of everything Goku has achieved in his life and his martial arts career. You talk about the beginning days, learning the Kamehameha, learning Kaioken as a technique, learning the different upgrades and power multipliers of, the Super Saiyan transformation, and taking that up each notch, and then eventually tapping into God Ki, and then eventually tapping into Ultra Instinct, the ability for the body to move on its own without having to think. All of these things, I think, when you look at the grander spectrum of Dragon Ball Super as a whole, and when you look at Goku and what he's been able to achieve, this seems like something that would happen at the end of the show, perhaps. Now, we wouldn't necessarily want that mystic form to be extremely OP, but you figure if it's going to be Goku's last transformation, it's got to make him the strongest he will ever be. And exactly who his challenger or who his foe or enemy would be, well, that's a question that will have a lot of different answers. I mean, some people still want to see Goku face the Grand Priest, which would technically probably, at this point in time, be the end game character in the Dragon Ball series, considering his power level. So maybe he faces the Grand Priest. Maybe he faces another character we have not yet been introduced to, which seems to be the trend here in the last couple of years of Dragon Ball Super. And Goku fights, that opponent. Vegeta as well. Vegeta is another one up there that a lot of fans want to see, and of course that would mean that Vegeta would have to essentially attain his own level of a mystic form. But the idea that Goku finds the perfect transformation, the perfect form that can combine a little bit elements of each individual technique and transformation he has learned and has accumulated over time, I think that would make for a pretty special moment for Goku's character. I think visually it would be a very amazing scene to watch, kind of Goku appearing angelic, appearing kind of like the perfect fighter, which really that's who Goku is turning into. He has to obviously overcome some of his weaknesses and his lesser qualities, but he is moving towards the path of becoming the ultimate fighter in the Dragon Ball universe. And I think seeing that visually in the anime would be great to signify, yes, this is the perfect warrior here in this universe of Dragon Ball. So, in the comment section below, you guys let me know your thoughts on this, and how do you think it would happen? What would you change or make differently about it in comparison to what I would like? I think it would obviously come at a point after so much training has been done. Goku has figured out how to, again, dissect little parts of everything he has achieved as far as the technique or a transformation is involved, and be able to manifest and harvest all of that energy, all of those things into one complete transformation, which would be the mystic form. Of course, it would take a lot of time, it would take a lot of effort, and probably a lot of personal reflection. Goku maybe would have to go off somewhere and be by himself for an extended period of time in order to achieve this ultimate, or what I would call perfect state.